Hey guys, Jackalackle here. In today's video, we're going to be debunking this guy's Goku downplay, because this guy really thinks that Goku is universal with massively faster than light speed. And in this video, we're going to debunk all of it. Now, without further ado, let's get into it.
This is where most people's scaling will differentiate from my scaling, as most people will get Goku anywhere from multiversal to low complex multiversal.
Goku is not scaled from low multiversal to multiversal. He is actually scaled from outerversal to high outerversal. It's pretty much common knowledge at this point.
Low complex multiversal being a generous highball. But me, I have Goku at just baseline universal. No. Not high universal or universal plus, not even low multiversal, just universal.
I'm not that surprised that he actually said that Goku is universal, since every Goku downplayer always used this excuse. All I gotta say about this is that he's completely wrong.
I know that is well, not a very popular view to say the least, but at least allow me to explain why I think so before you guys attack me in the comments. Firstly, Goku and Beerus's clash was threatening to destroy the universe.
They weren't threatening to destroy the universe. They were threatening to destroy the entire microcosm. You can clearly see that the shockwaves from Earth are reaching Otherworld. Elder Kai in that same panel you just showed me is even saying it himself.
We know Goku scales to this, as the only reason it didn't was because Goku mastered ki control, effectively lessening the impact each punch caused. Had he not done this, the universe itself would have been destroyed.
Again, he wasn't destroying the universe, he was destroying the macrocosm. Here's a scan of the macrocosm if you're confused. It literally shows that the universe is literally cut off from heaven. The other world is literally not connected to Universe 7 at all. It's literally its own separate dimension. In this scan here, it literally says that Otherworld is a heavenly transcendent realm that literally cannot be perceived by humans, and that it literally can transcend dimensionality. The shockwaves were literally threatening to destroy everything here, including the Kaioshin realm, which is on a higher dimensionality than Otherworld.
Now, the reason I believe this feat, Goku's best feat, isn't higher than universal is because the universe he threatened to destroy was not infinite. Allow me to explain. There are no shortage of statements detailing that the universe and what it contains are infinite in size, sure, but there are even more debunks to these statements as well.
Jocko literally says in the anime and in the manga, by the way, that the universes are indeed infinite. It doesn't directly say it, but if you understand the text, then you can clearly see that he's saying that the universes are indeed infinite. And in order for the universe to be infinite, there has to be a countless amount of galaxies, which he literally just said in this panel. Also, the universe is not actually locked in a dome. Akira Toriyama drew it that way so that he can help us wrap our minds around the structure of the macrocosm. Plus, you can't draw infinity on a piece of paper. It's scientifically impossible to draw infinity in one single frame. I'm going to say this again since most Goku down players cannot read. If there's a countless amount of galaxies contained in one universe, which basically means no limit to how many galaxies are inside of one single universe, that technically means that the universe is literally infinite in size.
None of the statements detailing the universe being infinite come from the manga, the source material, written by Toriyama and governed by Toriyama.
It doesn't matter if Akira Toriyama didn't say it himself. If Akira Toriyama approves of the said scan, that means that the scaling is accurate.
Plus, when she asks Jaco about finding the center of the universe, which can't exist in an infinite space, he said that it would be almost impossible to find. He didn't say it was impossible, he just said that it'd be nonsensical to be able to find it considering how vast the universe is.
In the same panel you showed me, he is literally saying that it's impossible to find the center of the universe. Like I said, if you read and understand the text, you can understand what the characters are saying. They're not going to directly say, oh, the center of the universe is impossible to find. No, you actually have to read the text in order to understand what they're saying.
And the final drop of evidence is that all of the 12 universes are connected. You can simply walk in and out of them from where they cut off, which couldn't be possible if they were all infinite.
This has to be the dumbest logic you can apply to a Goku downplay video. The reason why the 12 universes are connected is because it's for entertainment purposes. It doesn't contribute to the fact that the universes aren't infinite in size. That's like saying my TV remote is not connected to my TV, so therefore it can't work on my TV. Like, do you see how dumb this logic is?
Now let's move on to speed. Speed isn't as contentious as attack potency, but it's still heavily debated amongst the community. I'm just gonna say it right now, any speed scale that doesn't end with Goku being massively faster than Light Plus is wrong.
This single panel right here literally debunks everything he just said.
So I'm not even gonna get into that. Instead, I'm gonna debunk arguments that get him higher. Right off the bat, any infinite speed or immeasurable speed arguments that exist are debunked by Goku using instant transmission to get everywhere and the fact that he needs Bulma's time machine to go to alternate timelines.
Goku not using a time machine really doesn't downplay his speed, because there are multiple ways that he can be able to get to irrelevant speed. For example, after Zeno erased Trunks' timeline, he was still able to move as if nothing happened. Just because of that feat, he was literally able to get to irrelevant speed. So I don't know why this argument is even relevant in the first place.
Real quick, I'd like to debunk Hit's time skip being a factor. Goku didn't outspeed Hit's time skip or whatever, he grew too strong for Hit's ability to work on him.
I can clearly tell that you haven't watched Dragon Ball Super. In the anime, you can clearly see Goku power up to Kaioken times 10 while fighting against Hit. And when Hit uses the same time skip that he used on Goku while he was in Super Saiyan Blue without the Kaioken, he literally forced himself through it. I can literally play the clip.
What the?
So yeah, let's continue.
So no, he didn't force himself into the future like the anime said. Because if he could do that, then they wouldn't need the time machine.
I'll say it again. Goku using a time machine doesn't really debunk his speed, because Goku still has other ways to get to irrelevant speed, like forcing himself through Hit's time skip, for example.
People like to bring up Goku moving in the quote-unquote timeless void that Zeno created, which would get him to inaccessible speed. But there's no evidence that this void didn't have time, otherwise the time machine wouldn't have been able to travel to that point.
One screenshot debunks all of this. Zeno literally said all of existence go away. If Zeno literally means by all of existence, that also includes time and space. And time cannot exist without space, by the way.
And it wouldn't make sense with the scaling, as Jiren, someone who was stronger than that Goku, was affected by time-based abilities, which shouldn't work if he had inaccessible speed.
Another downplay attempt that literally does nothing to debunk Goku's speed. Jiren wasn't even at full strength while he was being affected by the time prison. And Jiren literally had to go beyond the concepts of space and time in order to break out of that time prison.
I'd also like to debunk the use of Koyama statements while I'm here. Koyama has stated himself that he is just a script writer and that he shouldn't be the one who answers questions about Dragon Ball's cosmology. Instead, he points us to Toriyama, so yes, Koyama's statements are bullshit.
The fact that you said that Koyama's statements are invalid is crazy work, I can't hold you. And this can be debunked easily also. Koyama in this tweet here literally said that the afterlife goes beyond dimensions and space, which is literally the same thing that the Daisu said. So to debunk your statement, no, not all Koyama's statements are bullshit. And the fact that you don't know that is crazy. Well, anyways, I've done my part here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. And yeah, see you later.